Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Shutdoor, or Door Shutter, coming back to you with episode 43 of Direwolf20's 1.18 mod pack. And today, we are actually going to be finishing up this laser drill ore system thing. I've been working on it for a little bit here, and you can see that I've kind of went a little overboard, but that is a-okay. So we need efficiency, and then we can throw in 3 of those bad boys. Currently, just realizing I made the wrong add-ons for this because I just made more because I don't have enough. But you can see that we're doing yellow laser lenses. Back here we're actually doing light blue, which I believe is the color of diamond. I know we'll get apatite, but diamond is actually kind of important, so I don't have to keep fishing for diamonds. Let's see here. So 3 processing, and then I actually need to go in here where I accidentally made speed when I actually need efficiency. So let's just go 20 of these. That should be fine. Alrighty. Let's see. So we'll toss in efficiency. I might not have enough efficiency, honestly, but that is a-okay. Can I toss in more efficiency upgrades in here, actually? How many can I toss? Just 1, and then 3 processing. Okay. I honestly don't experiment enough with the add-ons in this. I'm actually kind of glad that there's like a restriction system that prevents you from putting as many as you want that are just useless. But hopefully the processing ones are pretty useful. So one thing I want to do with this system is actually grab some entangled blocks. Right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. That was unnecessarily loud. All right, so we've got 4, and then we will need 1 more. Right? There's a 1 in there, right? It was just a little bit of a 0 on the end. Anyway, so let's go put that there. And what I want to do is I actually want to entangle the chest to up here. So let's go for here, and we'll just go back. Of course, I still need to throw the trash cans and all of that stuff on here, which I will do in a little while. I might try to make a better trash can system in a second, honestly, because there is a lot of chests and filtering that is needed, right? So there we go. Those are all here. And the reason I want to do this is because I actually want to connect these all to an ender chest kind of thing. I think, right? So what I'm thinking is we need to get the ore processed. So these uranium chunks, we do want them to get processed into either the, let's see. I mean, we could look at getting hydrogen chloride. It would just take a bit to get to liquid brine, because we need the thermal evaporation chambers. And, I mean, we could build a lot of these, right? This is a lot of steel. I don't think that'd be an issue. We just have to have a lot of steel being made. So I guess we could actually, while we're just standing here, go in here, turn on only craftables, and say, hey, I want 10,000 steel. I think our system can handle that. Sound good? All right. And now let's look at this. So I think what I actually want to do is figure out the trash can system, making it better. The problem with the trash can currently that we're using is it doesn't really have a great amount of filtering slots, hence why I've been putting the pipe upgrades on here. So if we look in here, you can see this only has that many. But if we actually think about this and use laser IO, that might be enough slots, right? So let's look at this chest. What do we not need? Let me actually toss these in here. Clean out my inventory just for a second here, so I can pull all of this stuff in without having a problem. So we don't need emeralds, right? We don't need iron, copper, coal, sapphire, ruby, redstone, quartz, gold, glowstone. That's all the ores we do not need, right? So let's grab a laser IO Let's do @laser.io. That might help. Grab a basic filter here. Turn this back onto normal, actually, because I completely forgot we weren't. And let's toss in all of this stuff. All right, so what we can do now is actually grab a laser node. Right, we should just be able to do. So this is allow all of that stuff into here. So I'm not 100% sure. We need item card, by the way. That's why it wasn't doing what I was wanting it to. Insert into the trash can. And we'd probably want to get more laser nodes that extract everything. Of course, they shouldn't extract anything if they can't actually extract, right? So if they can't go into any inventory, they shouldn't do anything. So extract, 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 and extract. These are all just basic empty things. So let's just do this, do this, do this, and then grab our laser wrench. Nope. I mean, yes, but... And then we can just do that to that. Alrighty, so let's... Oh, nope, not what I meant to do. That actually kind of just startled me. Okay, so we should see everything in this line basically being voided. Awesome. Everything is clear. So this does work. This is a good system to set up. We can confirm that. Let's see here. So we also can just, toss this stuff away. So let's actually grab some andesite just to make the floor whole again. And then let's set this up on the opposite end. Right, so we know that it works, and we can actually just get rid of this whole system. So we actually have a trash can. We can get rid of this system. We can clear out these ultimate upgrades. And let's see here. So trash can here. We'll grab another filter. I shouldn't have avoided those items. I just now thought of that. That's fine. We can get a whole nother set from the other side anyway. So let's do basic filter. Let's go for glowstone, iron, emeralds, sapphire, ruby. This one doesn't have much because it's just now started filling. Gold, glowstone, redstone, copper. We've got iron, quartz. Right, I think that should be about it. And of course, if we miss something, we can always come back. Oh yeah, coal. Alrighty, so we then grab another item card here. We'll toss in this basic filter, and we will then put this here. We should really grab a shrink thing here, the shrinking gadget. Where is it? Right here, personal shrinking device. All right, let's actually decrease the shrink size here. Shift right click, there we go. So that way we can actually do that. Then we'll place all of those. And then we will grab more extract cards here. So extract, we'll do 64. 64. Nope, we want extract. And what were the other two extract cards we actually had in the system? Might as well look. 64, 64, 64, and 64. That will do perfect here. All right, and then let's grab our laser wrench. And then that should be clearing out all of these chests. Awesome. Love to see it. Love to see it. So that is our system kind of completed. We do need, of course, get the ore processing situation figured out. I'm not 100% sure how I really want to do this. I know I want to do mechanisms, tripling, or like ore quadrupling system, but it's just going to take time, and that is a-okay. So we've got sulfur. This is what this one's for, by the way. This yellow laser lens is for sulfur. The sulfur's not really easy to get that I know of. So we kind of need sulfur. And I think we also need this for like the whole product, like production anyway. And you'd be able to get 6 from that, 3 from the induction. So not really a whole lot of great options that I'm actually seeing here for getting sulfur. I'm guessing pulverizer would be the best option that I can actually see here, because pure sulfur is basically just 2 to 1. So yeah, I think throwing that through a pulverizer is the best option. And yeah, I think we also should get a drawer system up and going here. Um, how do we want to do a drawer system? Hmm. Because if we do want a drawer system, I think doing specific ores at first would probably be a good idea. But I'm not 100% sure. Because I just kind of want to process the ores before they ever get anywhere. I think that's key. So let me look into this. Let's see where our steel is as well, real quick. We've gotten nowhere. This is gonna take forever. I'll be back. So I've actually realized something. This system is really awful. This whole line of machines is absolutely awful. Like, I see that this is like super backed up, right? Like, this is awful. And if you speed this up any, like, watch this. This just starts to just panic. Yeah, see how this all just fills because this whole chest is full. And I think I can try to improve this. Maybe this episode, I'm not 100% sure, but let me throw some speed upgrades into the importer. I think I only have stack for literally every one of them. There's some things that we could definitely improve upon in this whole system, and I think that might be a good option before we do or anything. Getting a better crafting system set up for all of our, mechanism, thermal shenanigans. Because I think we are to the point where we have enough resources. Let me actually verify. Okay, yeah, we have enough resources to do that. We have the ability to make a little bit more power to our systems, right? So we click a button, it just goes to town in a matter of seconds. I think that is a really, really good option. So I'm gonna let this actually keep going. Let's see, how much are we going for? I think we're actually currently crafting all of the grit into the dust, right? And you can see that we are still struggling so hard to actually keep any of this actually in the actual smeltery. So our system is actually slow as well, right? So if we don't think these accept stack upgrades, but we might have one in the system. No, it doesn't. So yeah, see, like, these are 5 times speed, right? So if we look at crafters, so crafter, we've got 1, 5, 25, and 125. If we actually spent time getting netherite crafters, we could speed this whole system up like tenfold. I mean, even not even, netherite. If we wanted to get better, we just do diamond. Not just the pattern size, the amount of patterns we can actually throw in here, it's also the speed. So I'm thinking that it definitely would be a good idea, so that way we aren't struggling to produce a massive quantity of items every single time. And I'm pretty sure I could actually try and speed the crafter up. I'm not sure if that actually works. It doesn't look like it. Um, so I think that's what we're going to work on uh, whenever this steel gets done. So let me wait for this to get done so we don't break the crafting. Let's see, how much are we waiting on? Like 700, and it's cruising. I mean, this is fast, right? Especially with that time in a bottle, built. It's still just not fast enough for my liking. Alrighty, so we have got the 10,000 steel. I don't know how I want to really improve this. I think the best option for improving this is to have more than one smelting factory. Um, so kind of like an assembly line, right? We have two or three of these, maybe four, right? Of the smelting factories, or the enriching factories, or the infusing factories, um, or the crushing factories. We have like three or four of them for each single, thing. So, for example, we have this for the iron to make infused alloys and basic processors and all of that stuff. Or what are they called? Basic components, basic control circuit. There we go. Um, but having three or four of these with the correct recipes, we need to make sure we get these correct. The reason there's so much redstone in this actually is because for some reason the Ultimate Infusing Factory breaks a lot. Um, so I'm not sure, right? And I think what we could actually do is kind of tear out this entire wall. I think we're gonna do that. I think we're gonna make a decent space, and I think we're going to make a kind of assembly line. It's time for overkill. I think we're to the point in the game where I can start proceeding with overkill, and if I need more power, well, I've got more Nether Star generators to place down, right? So I think we're gonna fill that entire chunk with the Nether Star generators. So I'm not really too concerned. You know, I don't know how many layers it's going to be, but I'm going to do a lot of nether star generators. Not like every single layer of the chunk is going to be nether star generators, because of course we need laser nodes and all of that other stuff to transfer the power and items. So, alrighty, let's get started here. I think first thing I want to do is actually make some patterns. So, smelting factory, right? So, basic smelting factory requires the Energized Smelter, which requires glass, basic control circuits, steel casing. We have all of that. So we'll go advanced, we'll go elite, and we'll go ultimate. Right? And we're just going to do the uh, Energized Smelter on camera. I think the infusing factories will do on camera, but I'm going to get to those probably at a later date. I'm really concerned about the smelting factory, the enriching factory, and the crushing factory since they're independent. We'll worry about these because this is going to take a lot more time for these, especially because we're going to have to do some shenanigans with it, right? So I think I might also include just enriching factories with them, um, built in. So that might be something interesting too. So let's see here. Let's just get rid of all of this junk. Alrighty. So we need to make three of these, right? Three of those, and I'll be right back. Actually, while those are crafting, let's get some more patterns going here. So we want to look at Netherrite Crafters, right? So Netherrite Crafter. I'm kind of thinking, if I do Netherrite Crafters, do I want to change this to like several different independent systems? If I do that, will it cause too much of a backlog? I'm not 100% sure. So I think we'll stick with the Netherite Crafter idea, but if it becomes an issue, we will have to figure it out. And I think I already have an Iron Crafter, so we're just going to kind of ignore that pattern. So we'll just actually clear this pattern out. Shift right click, there we go. And we'll throw this back in here. So Netherite Crafter, let's grab one. We also need neural processors. I actually haven't crafted those, auto-crafted those. Okay. So recipe, neural processor, which is this recipe, which is this recipe. We still haven't actually automated obsidian either. There's a lot to be done that I still just have not got to. All right, so that's actually the wrong place. This one is that. This one. And then this one goes in here. Alrighty. And then we should be able to get one of these bad boys. Alright. So there's our Netherrite Crafter. We should have the Smelting Factories done. And hopefully we won't have to make anything that requires the Smelting Factory, because we're about to take it out. Okay, so what I'm thinking is we have all 4 of these front and center. And we want to have the Netherrite Crafter probably placed here. I guess we could put it here, but I think we're going to save that for pipes. So we'll do a diamond chest. And we're going to kind of overkill this. So diamond chest. Yeah, just that's fine. And what we'll do is we'll also grab speed upgrades. And those require smelting. Hold on. I just thought of that. What kind of processors do they need? 64 improved. So improved. We can actually just quickly smelt these. With what machine? We can actually just take this back for a second. And this isn't the sped up one. Which one is the sped up one? Probably this one. Upgrades. Yeah, it's this one. And then we'll just give a little smackaroonie. Alright, and we'll take that back. Alright, so stack upgrades, right? So stack. Hopefully nothing else needs to be smelted. I just made the wrong upgrades too. I meant speed. I'll be back. Alrighty, so I think we're good now. So we'll take the speed upgrades, right? So 3 of these, throw in another one, and we will then grab an item pipe. So pipes, we're actually going to grab an ultimate. We'll just grab all 4, and we'll throw these down right here. So then what we'll do is we'll grab our crescent hammer, turn this on, put an ultimate pipe upgrade in here, and we will then configure all of these for back as input, back as input, back, input. And of course, I really don't have to clear these every time, but I just like to make sure we are on the same page. Alrighty. And then I think what I want to do is actually do an entangled block. So unlike the other type of system, which is this thing, I want to actually do the importer without being seen kind of situation. So I think that should be a decent idea. I actually have my entangled binder on me. And I'm thinking we just do the entangled blocks here. Actually, yeah, that'll work. And we'll put an importer on each one of these. So just importer. And I don't know if I'll need to actually smelt anything. Hopefully not, but who knows. Do we have any basic processors? No. Let's grab a flux point as well, because we will need power over here. Let's actually grab upgrades from mechanism. We'll probably need to smelt something for this too, you know. I'm waiting for it. Alright. So we'll grab the flux point. And we'll put this in the ground here. We'll say power. And we'll grab a cable. Should have ultimate. There we are. And of course I could shrink, but you know, that's too easy. All right, and then do I have my upgrades? I do. I don't really need this many, but you know, future machines, right? So We'll throw in energy and speed, energy and speed, energy and speed, and the last one should have all of its upgrades already. And we'll quickly bind all of these machines to the entangled block. We'll get the importer. We can actually quickly just do this. Time in a bottle this. And then actually on this upgrade, before I forget, do round robin. All right, and then we will, of course, get our importers, which require cores. So we want destruction cores. Let's just do 20, and then importer. All right, so importer, 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 importer. And I think we also want to grab our stack upgrades. Right, so we'll toss in a single stack upgrade in each one of these, and then of course we'll hit it with some speed upgrades as well. And of course this is all completely offline, by the way, because we haven't connected a pipe over here. All right, and that should be good, right? I think we might need to set this to output on top. Nope, I want the eject on, output, eject on, output. There we go. So let's grab all of this, all the patterns we have, and toss them in here. I think that's all the patterns. And then we can actually just run this cable. I think there should be probably a cable on the opposite side of this wall, right? So we can just simply grab an actual cable and just run that down here. And that all should be connected. So now if we say we want some basic processors, right? We'll just do only craftable, and we say we want 256 of these, right? So this should just go to town. We probably want to turn on auto sort for now, but everything should get the same amount, or close to the same amount, right? And then everything should smelt up pretty quickly. I didn't really get to see that, so let's actually go for some improved processors, because I'm pretty sure we'll need those as well. And we'll say, hey, I want 320. You can see everything's lighting up. Everything's running about 2 to 3, getting a little bit more here and there, but as it fills up, of course. And that is that. It's all done, right? So we now have a very significantly increased production of this. So if we actually say, hey, we want another 1,000 steel, bit overkill, but we're actually going to go for it. This stuff should turn on eventually whenever the actual enriched iron and everything is good. Okay, so you can see this is kicking on. We're making steel. We are cruising with that. There's no backlog, there's no problems, and everything is being imported into the system, I hope. Let's actually go check. Actually, shift right click. You can see everything is good. There's no holdups. So that all finished crafting pretty quickly. I'm liking that. So we could definitely expand this, of course, if we really wanted to. We could say, why not just say expand this by however many smelters we want, if I can get the right mode here. So if I say smelters, I could say 8, right? And then I could clear out a space back here for importers, and we would never have to worry about smelting issues ever again. And then of course I can do it with the enriching factory. Actually, I think I might knock the enriching factory off the line if I don't have any other recipes. Okay, so these two recipes, I could probably make a single enriching factory, and then knock this off the line, because these aren't really used other than for the actual infusing. So I think we can knock this off and keep it single. Crushing, I guess we can run back down here as well, because I completely forgot about the crushing factory. This is... one should be good. I'm not too worried about this one. We can change this, of course, to a Netherrite Crafter, make sure it's sped up. Same thing with these. I think we could actually get by with not really worrying about a lot of these. Yeah, I think we're fine with most of the thermal machines. I might speed them up and all of that stuff, but I think... So we could actually add a lot more to this, and that's what I've done here. So if we actually request more steel, because, you know, we need more steel, let's go for, you know, another 5,000. We're going to use this steel, by the way. Don't worry, I'm not just wasting a whole lot of time. We can actually then go over here and, of course, speed this up. And over here, you can see everything is firing. Not all of these actually have a speed upgrade, which I actually kind of just forgot about. But we can grab some speed upgrades and start tossing these in left and right here. Don't have actually enough, so I'm probably gonna have to make some more of these, and also energy upgrades. But the point is kind of proven, right? We can expand to this, and definitely if we really needed to, but I think this point is hammered home. I want to do this with the infusing factories, but I'm going to do that next episode. So with that, we're going to make some overkill next episode, hopefully get to ore processing. Once we're comfortable with the amount of, you know, time and space that we have, kind of situation. Alrighty, so with that, we're actually going to wrap up the episode here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay awesome, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye!